What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to KangBrosTV. Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 0. Bruv, what do you make of this game? Because that game was dead. Dead. Until those 3 subs came, that game was woeful. Like, don't get me wrong, like Villa, you've got to give credit where it's due because they're in a battle at the moment at the bottom of the league.
And their fixtures they're not looking pleasant.
And exactly. So when you come to Anfield, you got to think you got to play a certain way. We get it. And they actually did all right. They defended really well. And Liverpool didn't create nothing. Nothing. They didn't create nothing. And, you know, they had counter-attacks and they had good opportunities. Unfortunately, you know where Grealish normally comes up, steps up and does his thing. They had a few opportunities where they should have taken it and they could have stolen and their master plan could have worked. But I think Liverpool, you have to do something in a certain amount of time because Liverpool will drain you out. And I think this just shows what we've been doing all season. Liverpool find a way.
I think just to jump on that point, I think that's the difference. I mean, Man City got beat today. I know they absolutely slapped Liverpool the other day. Liverpool caught slaps the other day. There's no two ways about that. But that's the difference. I think that's why Liverpool are 23 points ahead. It's because Man City haven't been able to, even Man City, the great Man City, or whatever they want to call it, even they are not finding ways to win, whereas Liverpool are playing poorly and they're finding a way to win. But that is the sign of champions. You always say it, isn't it? You play poorly and win. And today they did that. And a little bit of sympathy for Villa, because I actually think to have a game plan like that and stick to it, they've done quite well, to be quite frank. You know, but truth be told, that's for Liverpool perspective. And I think this is the one thing, like, if we've got a plan ahead now, you've got to start looking forward. I think Origi's time is done.
Bro, Origi's out here looking like Wesley Snipes from Demolition Man or whatever it's called, yeah? Bro, just focus on your football, cuz. My man's coming out with blonde hair and that. I'm thinking, what?
Obviously, that's the barbers are back in it, so man's got too much time on their head, that's what it is. But like, I think it's just a realisation that, you know, these guys, this is the opportunity now. You're playing for your shirts now, because I think it's quite evident he's not the guy. Do you know what I mean? He's done great things for Liverpool, fair play. He's done his bit, but I don't think he's the guy. Curtis Jones scored. For me, again, you know, there's a lot of, we're linked with a certain somebody in the media. I don't want to say it, I don't want to jinx that, but we're linked with somebody in the media, and that is the sort of level of calibre of signing we need to be trying to go after.
Yeah, 100%.
And that shows you, because like you looked at today, you look at the performance, you think pretty flat, to be fair. Like, I know they've won it, and you ain't got to prove nothing or whatever, but at the same time, you know, you still got to think to yourself, that weren't great.
What's disappointing me the most is like when you get these opportunities, when certain men are out of the normal lineup. You got an opportunity now to show yourself, and like we said about Origi, we mentioned Origi. You showed Naby. Now Naby showed glimpses. Like he didn't stop throughout the whole game. He kept trying. He kept trying, and he got his assist, mad assist as well. But still, like you said, we didn't break Villa down at all. We didn't create anything in the first half. I can't remember any real decent chance. This is Anfield. This is Villa, and this is the difference. I said to you earlier on is that Man City, when teams do park the bus, Man City will keep carving out chances, and it's a matter of time. It literally is. You think, okay, this one will go in, this one will go in, this one will go in. It was the same thing again they had against Southampton, and this is the difference. And that's why it disappoints me a little bit. I want to see these players, you know, take the chance.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, we're not sitting here like, you know, trying to pick flaws. Listen, champions, there's no, that's that side of it's wrapped up, so it's brilliant. But I think going to your point, I think. There's 2 ways of looking at it. I guess is the one of them is, yeah, you know, it's not very exciting stuff today, and you know, if teams are going to play like that, Liverpool did still, you know, they didn't look great doing it. But the other side of it is they found a way. Whereas Man City have got beat today, so it shows that Liverpool are doing something right, and it just shows that before, when we thought we'd get lucky, and I was one of them, but now obviously I understand that Liverpool will play until the 95th minute and they'll keep going because they think that they're fitter and they'll get their opportunity. So I don't obviously get too drawn up on it today, but I think hopefully it does show that, you know, there is work there to be done, and we can get better, which is a positive.
Thing is, when the subs came on, it was about the 60th minute, I think. You see Genie come on, you see Henderson come on, you see Bobby come on.
Genie's trim looking.
Genie's out here looking 19 years old, bruv. I thought he could do the studs like little dance move in there when he came on. Like, but what I'm saying is, those players when they came on as an opposition team, to see those kind of that amount of legs come on, Henderson. Genie just running for days, and then you got Bobby who presses for days, and the game literally just turned on its head. It literally did. Suddenly we're popping the ball around, the ball's moving quicker, the precision passing, cutting through lines, everything changed, and this is why it annoys me. It keeps annoying me. Like, I see these stats people pulling out. They put a stat out on Bobby today about how he hasn't scored for this many games at home. Do you think he cares? I don't think he does. Don't
get me wrong. I think as a striker you want to score more goals.
Of course you do. But I told you earlier as well. There's different type of players. Right? There's different players who get a real buzz out of scoring goals, and there's a different type of player that gets an assist, and he's like, you know what? That's like a goal to me because I was a part of that. And I think Bobby's that guy. He's selfless. He literally, like, he is the glue to Liverpool. We've said this for so long, and I have to explain this to other people who don't watch Liverpool that regularly.
Like I said, I think a couple of weeks ago, Paul Pogba, Man United, I think Martial scored a hat-trick, and Paul Pogba came off, and they put up a stat saying Paul Pogba's involvement, and he had 4 involvements in goals, yeah? And one of those involvements was a taking a throw on, yeah? And they had 3 passes in there, but that's an involvement in the goal. If you put that stat up for Firmino, it'd be off the chart, it'd be off the radar, yeah? So don't get me wrong, I think we, as Liverpool fans, I don't think there'll be one Liverpool fan out there that doesn't appreciate what Bobby does, but if we're looking to improve, that is something you've got to look at and say, right, okay, can he add goals to his game? Can he add more goals to his game? Because then, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying if he doesn't add goals, he's not good enough. I'm not saying that whatsoever. But all I'm saying is everyone wants to improve, and that is the area that I guess he could look to improve, would be to add goals to his game.
Yeah, because you see all these dumb memes and stuff. I saw a meme this week about Greenwood, who scored like 7 goals in 11 games, or whatever it was, and then you compare it against Bobby. Like, the comparison is just, it's laughable for me. But Greenwood, amazing talent so far that I've seen from him. He looks like an absolute natural finisher. And I'm not here to shit on a Man United player or anything like this. Like, I genuinely rate that guy. I think he's a fantastic finisher. For so long, I've seen someone so natural in front of goal. Anytime he shoots, he just feels so, just calm, whatever he's doing. But you can't compare the two. Like, what Bobby does is he's not an out-and-out striker. He's just completely different.
I mean, even Troops, remember when they did that video for Arsenal Fan TV at the beginning, he's talking about Lacazette's better than Firmino, like, all day long. It's like, come on, man. It's like, if you don't watch the games, you don't know. Yeah. You don't appreciate what the work that he does. But like, it's easy to make comparisons, and there's a saying, stats are for pracs, because it is, because you can find a stat that suits whatever point you're trying to make. There is something out there that will suit your point. But I think as Liverpool fans, we've just won the league. We're 23 points clear. He's obviously doing something right. They've won all these trophies. He's doing something right. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, like I said, I know that I personally think he walks into any team in the Premier League at the moment. I don't think there's one team that wouldn't be improved with Firmino in it.
100%. And I think Owen, it was, who represented really well today. He actually showed what he did to make the goals happen, because Liverpool didn't create anything until then. And then you got, like you said, the pump of Henderson and Gini winning it and making it move quicker. But it was just the subtle movements of Firmino to
which
get that.
Which is something that Origi doesn't give you. He doesn't give you that. So that's what I'm saying. There needs to be some form of competition for that. For that second striker spot, personally, because think about it. If he doesn't add goals to his game, then there is an opportunity to play somebody who might add goals. So you
lose the other element of it.
You lose the other element, which is fine. But then let's just say, for example, you do get that guy. All of a sudden, you've got somebody in midfield who's going to orchestrate, which means that you can concentrate on them.
I've got a feeling someone's coming, bro, in that midfield.
Don't play with me in my age nowadays. I can't. My heart can't handle that.
Coming from Europe. So anyway, so in terms of man of the match, it was a struggle to actually pick who's man of the match.
Alisson made a great save again, by the way.
A
couple of great saves actually. To be frank, and they were great saves.
He did, yeah.
For me, my man of the match, I've gone for Naby Keita. I just like the fact that he kept getting on the ball, and he seems to be turning the corner for me, and I like what I'm seeing. So for me, and it was tough today. Don't get me wrong, but that's what I'd give it.
For me, it was so hard to give it. I'll have to, like you said, Alisson made some great saves. Let's give it Alisson, because yes, for Naby, that he was relentless, kept going, but he didn't create anything until those 3 substitutes came on for me. Until then, that's when sort of Naby came about. So
these guards of honours, keep them coming. Keep them coming. We're royalty out here.
We finished so early, like I said in the post, we finished so early in the league, and we're getting these guard of honours. And full respect to Villa as well, because there was no messing around. I've seen some pictures and images of, like, when Man City doing it, some players not clapping, some people, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to do it, just show respect. The season's done. Like, full respect to Villa, everyone there. You see Pepe Reina there. You see John Terry doing a guard of honour for Liverpool. Never expected that one, but it is what it is. So yeah, let us know your opinions on this game. Don't forget.
Are we being too harsh? The fact that about analysis of the game, like, should we just be like, look, we're champions? By the way, Robertson,
his confidence is
low. We've always been pro Robertson, but he at the moment looks like he's struggling confidence wise. That's why
you don't give a shit.
Yeah, or he's just like, well, I've won it now, so just bring on the Iron Brews.
It could be. Yeah. So let us know your opinion on this on the game. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and definitely comment. See you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.